Welcome to the Millionaire blogging system. Yep, that's what we are. That's what it is. A place here on the net where I will show you how you can become a millionaire. Now, results are not typical. There's no guarantees. And I'm not trying to push any snake oil on you or anything else. But what I'm going to tell you is some ideas and some tips and tricks and little maneuvers and resources that you can use to turn your everyday life into a $1 million earning adventure on the internet using what's commonly known as blogging. And a lot of times most people don't even know that they're already blogging. Basically any social media that you're using like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram is all blogging tools. But you don't really make any money off of those because like Facebook, they make money from all the ads on the side, and they make ads from the sponsored ads that pop up in your timeline and so forth. So there's a way for you to monetize a blog of your own and earn money from it 24 hours a day. It's very simple to do, very simple. And that's why this is called the Millionaire blogging system, because the system I'm going to be telling you about has created millionaires. It's nothing new. It's been going around forever and ever. The thing is, it's just gotten better and better. And why has it gotten better? It's gotten better because more and more people are using the internet every day doing personal shopping. And something I just saw, something like 78% of the people trust what they see on the internet from referrals, and only 14% trust advertisement commercials by companies. So word of mouth through social blogging and social networks is more important for brand recognition than the actual like TV commercials. So things are changing really rapidly, and it's really creating a whole new economy. We're coming out of the industrial age and we're coming into the social age. We're coming into the social economics. It's the socializing and word of mouth, where we used to do it on the streets and so forth hundreds of years ago, and now it's done online and it's done through virtual means, just like this video. I can do this video right now whenever I did it, in the past, in the future, never know, I've been in a time machine. But whenever I do this video can be replayed over and over and over again. In fact, it can be shown 1,000,000 times and started at 1,000,000 different times. Every second it can be started over again for somebody else in a different part of the world. So I only have to do it once, and it can be viewed by thousands, if not millions of people down the road. And as long as I leave it posted so that people can have access to it. And what I do in my videos, and what I've decided to do, is something that pretty much no one else is doing. And it seems to be a weakness and something that a lot of people were asking. And the basic questions, like I discussed on how to start a blog, which is my first blog in this series. This here is, I think, number 27 or 26, something like that, of this series, where I talk about a different business and something about blogging every single day. And the first one was about how to start a blog and why. People usually ask, well, how do I start a blog? What would I talk about on a blog? How do I make money from a blog? What is a blog? So a lot of those questions are answered in that first video. And it's very simple, very, very simple. A blog is just sharing information. It's a log, it's a diary online that you share information, your services, your hobby, whatever it might be. You build up an audience with other people that have the same interest as you do, and they come and listen to you and read what you have to write and what you have to show and what you have to share. And in the meantime, you have advertisements on your page that you can make money from when people click on them and buy from them. For an example, you'll see the cashback program below here, and you'll also see a cashback symbol or logo over here. To look at the video to learn about the program, and I make commissions off of that. And I'm going to teach you how to do the same thing. Also, with the best blog system in the training in the world, that's the best blog training system in the world, I make commissions off of that if you order through that. And I highly recommend these two programs because, look, if I'm making money off of them, you can. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do it. And then we got our Beachbody fitness programs down below, because having a healthy mind and being fit is going to create a more creative mind and more energetic person, so that you can really rock and roll. Okay. Now then, I want to address something here really quick that I don't think I've addressed in any of my videos, and people are noticing. Well, a few. They're like, What's with the beard? It keeps getting fuller and fuller. Look, it's number one, it's about a project that I'm working on, and number two, it's a Santa Claus thing. I'm filling up, growing a beard for Santa Claus this year. It's just something I want to do. I've had fun on the beaches of Costa Rica, wearing my Santa Claus hat and stuff. So this year, I've been asked to do some things last year that I didn't really think I was up to or whatever. And this year, I want to be prepared for it. So I'm growing out a real beard this year to be Santa Claus. And the other thing is a project I've been working on for years, and it's involving a book and a possible mini-series. I can't give too much details about it. But anyway, it's something I've been working on for years. So that's what it is. So I'm not an ape man or a caveman or anything else, or a homeless person that broke into somebody's house using their computer while they're on vacation. This is the real me, and my looks changed a lot. My hair's still long. I haven't had a haircut in a ton of years, and then but as far as the beard, it changes all the time. Goatee, Fu Manchu, whatever, So that's always changing. So let's just get right into today about a business topic, and not too much philosophy. But I do want to tell you something. You don't want to wait. I overheard Jerry Yerke tonight on a live feed we had from Las Vegas, and he talked about something that was true to my heart, surfing, and how he saw these surfers out in the ocean, and they're not looking at the beach, they're looking out at the ocean, and what they're doing is they're looking for that wave. They're looking for the wave, and you gotta get in front of the wave to catch it, to ride it, to really have some success. You can't paddle out when the wave comes to you and then start paddling, because the wave's already past you. You missed the momentum, you missed the force. So you have to be watching for it, and when you see it coming, you got to jump out in front of it and start paddling and catch it and ride that baby to success. And that's what business opportunities are like. You probably missed out on Apple and Google and Facebook and all these other great things that made millions, or Microsoft and all these different companies that made millions of people that jumped on the bandwagon in the beginning, and some of the other opportunities. Now, I'm not saying that if you don't get in right now that you can't succeed. I mean, that's BS. But the point is, get ready. I mean, this is a big wave that's happening right now in internet and online marketing and sales and retail adventures and so forth worldwide. More and more people worldwide are using internet to shop, and the big box stores are talking about reducing sizes and all this kind of stuff. So if you're going to chase a dream, it's like a sunset. We're here to tell you that you can't be going east. You can't be traveling east if you're looking for a sunset. So what we give you is the directions and information to tell you got to turn around and head west if you want to find a sunset. That's where you're going to see the sunset if you're going west. But you can't find a sunset if you're going east. Make sense? So let's just jump right into it today. Boom, boom, boom. Who wants to be a millionaire? And today we're going to talk about bartenders. Yep. Bartenders. One of my buddies that I've known for years, he's been a bartender for like over 20 some odd years, and he sent me a little message, and then we started chatting on Facebook, and he said, "Bob, what's up with this, man? I've been bartending for over 20 some odd years, almost 30 years now, in nightclubs, and you're traveling the world and stuff, and I can't afford to leave town. I can't afford to take a day off from work." And it's sad, but it's kind of funny too. It's sad that anybody. I mean, obviously he loves bartending. Don't get me wrong. Bartending is a lot of fun. I don't drink. I don't know the difference between a Coca-Cola and a 7-Up, basically, except the color. Okay, so I don't even drink and never have. So I've never been a bartender, but I've been around clubs. I've managed clubs. I've been a part owner in a club and so forth. So I know that there's a bar and there's alcohol, and I know they serve drinks. That's all I know. That's all I know. And I do know that there's some really entertaining bartenders. And this particular friend of mine, he's an entertainer. He entertains the public at the bar. So he's good at it. And if you're good, you've got stories to tell. So you can share your stories as a bartender online in a blog and talk about bartending. You can talk about the club you work in. You can talk about the crazy things that go on. I mean, don't get liable, and don't get your club mad at you for talking about some of these things. And remember, what happens in Vegas or a nightclub stays on Facebook. Yeah, so much for that stays in Vegas thing. What happens here stays there because it's going to be on all of social media now. So, that being said, let's talk about this. Mr. Bartender, or Bartenderess, or whatever they call a female bartender. I think they're all bartenders, right? So, you have a story to tell. You have a lot of crazy things going on as a bartender. You can talk about drinks. I mean, there's a lot of people that drink. Now, you socialize with those people and get those kind of people to come to your blog. Talk about drinks. Talk about how to mix drinks. Talk about bartending tricks that you do. Talk about the customers you get. Talk about the type of customers you liked. Talk about the customers that you don't like. Talk about how to piss off a bartender and might not get what you want in that drink. Hint, hint. Or talk about what really makes a bartender happy and stuff. So you've got a lot of stuff that you can talk about. And you can fill out a blog every single day and take pictures with customers and post the pictures up. Build a fan club that way and tell people, can I take a picture with you? I want to post it on my blog. Oh yeah, sure. Or get your have somebody take a picture of you over the bar with your customers, and or like this particular bar where he works is he can take a picture with 100 people behind him all. Photo, what do they call that? But they bounce into a photo. I'm lost for words. I'm getting old. I can't remember crap. Anyway, there's so much that you can talk about as a bartender. But that aside, there's a lot that you can talk about. There's a lot of fun stuff that goes on. But how do you monetize it? Well, you get the fans that come to your page. And do that by taking photographs. Become the celebrity that you are. Take photographs of all your people. Look, bartenders typically, especially in clubs, have regular customers that are there, that are loyal to them, that enjoy them. I mean, when I go into the bar, I usually visit him. I don't visit the other bartenders. I might say hi if they recognize me or something, but I don't. I usually, for over the years, we've done stuff together. So I always hang out at his bar, and I get my cranberry juice or something. So you can take pictures of all your friends and stuff and get some stories. How about jokes? Every day have a new joke. Make a list of jokes you've heard and do a joke of the day. How about that? I just thought of that. Things come off the top of my mind like popcorn out of a Jiffy Pop bag. So there's so many things you can do to attract people to your page. Now, how do you make the money? How do you earn it? Well, the cashback program is freaking awesome. So you can demonstrate stuff with mixing cups and all kinds of ice crushers and all kinds of interesting things and glassware and stuff. And you can say they can buy this through the cashback program and get cash back. Same price they pay anywhere else, but they can get cash back if they order through this. And then talk to them about how if they become a VIP, they get a $20 referral fee for everybody they share it with. Bing, 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 right? And then you can learn more about that in the video over here. It talks about how the cashback program works with all the retailers, and there's thousands of them here in the United States, and it's worldwide also. And then you can talk about the Beachbody products, getting in fit and shape, and how important it is to stay healthy and so forth, and have all that energy to be a bartender all night and all that kind of stuff. And then share the idea about starting up their own blog, like I do. Find out what your fans are interested in, and recommend starting up their own blog. With a blog program. So if they got a hobby or they got a stay-at-home mom, they can always look. If you go down to the bottom of this page, you're going to see a table of a lot of the subjects I've already talked about, and you just tell them, go down there and see if one of those things that you enjoy, whether it be comic books or stay-at-home mom, or if you're a nurse or you're a model or a photographer, whatever you might be. See the subject matter of the blog that I've already talked about. Now, in my blogs, I've asked, well, Bob, how come you don't go into a lot more detail? Well, first of all, videos are long enough. I do go into a lot more detail with individuals once you join my team, because I want to be able to answer your questions and work with you individually if I can. But I can't work with everybody. I can only work with the people that take the commitment. So if you hop in to the cashback program, okay, below here or over to the side, or if you get involved in the blogging platform, then I will work with you and help you learn how to blog and what to do. And then also with the fitness programs, Beachbody, I recommend all three of them. Look, just go all in, do it all, and then make a commitment, and then commit yourself to an hour a day for learning and actual blogging. So do your videos, do your posting on the internet to your blog, and then spend some time, maybe 20, 30 minutes a day of listening to videos and training and how-to stuff, and then research and development. Because, like, for an example, I keep saying, if you want to know how to, or what what makes a great blog for a bartender, for an example. And look, take what I'm telling you here and apply it to any kind of job, any kind of business, or any kind of passion or hobby. The same thing. Type in what are the top 10 bartender blogs, or what is the top 10 100 bartender blogs. Look at what they're doing. Look at the top 10. See what they're doing. You might find something that they all have in common. Being, like for example, they talk about drinks, mixing drinks. Well, that's one thing you're going to do. That's obvious. And then find out what else they talk about. Find out what makes them number 10. Find out what they look like, what kind of pictures they post, and how their page is set up. And then make yours similar. You know, adjust it for your own pictures, your own style, and then go for the same thing. And watch what your competition does so you know what to do. Look, in nightclubs, look, it's always been known for years. Nightclubs always try to outdo each other or copy each other's special events. You know, like models and bottles and stuff, and pirates and winches, and you know, all these different type of parties that are put on at nightclubs. They usually get those ideas because some other club did it somewhere else. And it's not really stealing, it's more or less modeling, because the idea, yeah, they might get the idea from another club, but that club probably got it from somebody else. And when that club needs something, you know, like they want an event for July 20-something, and then it's like, okay, how about Rolling Stones night? It's Mick Jagger's birthday. Let's do Rolling Stones night. We'll play a lot of Rolling Stones music, and everybody come in for a Rolling Stones night. You know, we'll have special drinks, some kind of a Rolling Stone drink or something. So clubs do that, and you can do the same thing as a bartender by looking at what other bartenders do to become the top 10 blogs, and then kind of model yourself. You know, not necessarily copy directly exactly, but model yourself. Look and adjust it a little bit and come up with something similar. Because if it works for them, it'll work for you. Then kind of modify it a little bit more and see what you can do to become number 1. Maybe they missed out on something. Maybe they were showing how to mix drinks without glasses. Well, I don't know. Maybe they were using red Solo cups. So whatever you can come up with, that's what you should do. So there's a huge opportunity for bartenders, just like any other business. And you can be talking about all kinds of things on there. And then you can always throw in some of your own personal stuff, like if you ever do get to take a vacation, buddy. And everybody's welcome to come to Costa Rica. By the way, check out my Costa Rica button, because if you're new to all this and you join my team as a new person and you go all in and so forth, I want to take you to Costa Rica because you've made the first step. But there's things you have to do. So check out my Costa Rica button up above, because I want to take you to Costa Rica. We'll go down there come down and visit with me for, you know, a week, 2 weeks, preferably 4 weeks, so I can get you away from the rat race. Come down and spend 4 weeks with me, and let's do nothing but have fun, and then build a blog upon that and market your blog every day using all the information, photos and videos and picture, you know, all the stuff that you're going to be doing in Costa Rica, and share it on the internet and build up even more interest, you know, about how much fun you're having. So that's why I want to take you to Costa Rica, because it gets you thousands of miles away from, you know, home, get you away from all the stress and all the other BS that's you know, interrupting your life, and you can just concentrate on building a fortune worldwide. I don't know if you know this, but they drink alcohol and they have bars all over the world. So you can communicate with other bartenders around the world and socialize with some of the bartenders. Build up a team of bartenders yourself and get other bartenders to come in with you and build blogs as a teamwork with you, and you all share ideas and stuff around the world. How's that sound? So when you're in Costa Rica, let's visit some bartenders. Let's talk with them and find out what they know. Let's visit some clubs. Talk about the clubs in Costa Rica, especially on the beach where I go, Jaco Beach. It's like kind of like a mini Las Vegas, you know. It's a 3-mile long beach, or 2 miles, almost 3-mile long beach or whatever. And there's like little clubs all over the place. I mean, small clubs, but there are clubs all over the place. It's really a nightlife town. So with that being said, bartenders have a huge opportunity to really make it big, as just like any other business opportunity I've talked about. If you look at the table below, all the different businesses I've already talked about, and the businesses I've still got to come. Look, I got like so many people yesterday that sent me messages and asking me, will I talk about this business? Will I talk about that? And there was, God, I don't have the list in front of me because I was typing it in on my other computers. I have more than 2 computers. So what was it? Something that caught me totally off guard, and I was like, whoa, really? So anyway, I've got a bunch of topics. I've got enough topics right now to last me another 2 weeks of doing these videos focused on businesses. And I know I've got requests. Well, Bob, what about some hobbies? You talk about comic books. What about stamp collecting, or book collectors, or other types of collectors, a jelly bean collector, or Pez, or what about other collectors, or hobbies and stuff. We'll get into that too. But right now I want to focus on the business people because they're already business, and it's all about making money. But we can turn your hobby into a business. So send me a specific hobby or passion that you have, and then we'll add that to the talking schedule. And I might even do more than one a day. Who knows? Let's build this up. And a new design of my website and so forth. I'll have a page to where you'll link on to see all the other topics with photographs of the different things and so forth. And that's coming soon. So with that being said, thanks for showing up with a millionaire blogging system today. And don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow with a millionaire blogging system. And remember, anything I've talked about money, results are not typical, because I can't guarantee that you'll make even a penny, because I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know if you'll get off your butt and do something. You got to take action to get a reaction. So I'm out of here. Pura Vida. See you tomorrow on the Millionaire Blogging System. Yeah, baby.